Hi, I'm Joseph Miller, and today I'm going to be doing the Adventure Education Application of Safe Practices test, and I'm going to be showing you guys how you can do your CBARK usage at Batavia High School. CBARK stands for, well, quite a few things. It's everything you want to make sure that you have for climbing and everything to be safe. That way, someone doesn't fall or someone doesn't get injured while climbing. CBARK stands for carabiners, buckles and bucket, anchor, rope, and knots. So there's 5, technically 6 things that you want to look for. Your carabiners, you want to make sure that they are hooked up to the belay device. You want to make sure that they are nose to nose, opposite and opposed. And most importantly, you want to make sure that they're fitted properly and that they're at belly button height. E stands for bucket and buckles. So you want to make sure your buckles on your harness are double backed and set up properly and that your harness is 2-finger tight. You want to make sure that the bucket is properly situated on the head, like talked about in the video where we're explaining how a bucket goes on your head. You want to make sure it hits the forehead. You want to make sure it's not too loose, so to keep you safe. A stands for anchor. The anchor that's at the top of the ceiling. You want to look up. You want to make sure your rope isn't tangled in that. Obviously, if you have a tangled rope up there, get it untangled, stop doing CBARK, make sure it gets untangled. That way if there's a fall or while someone's climbing, it's an easy climb and you can get the rope up easily. R means rope. This does not technically mean making sure the rope is still a rope. Oh my God, it's an anaconda. Oh my God, the rope's a snake. Obviously, it means you want to make sure the rope is checked, you want to make sure the rope isn't tangled in any spots, you want to make sure you're ready to start belaying. And the K stands for knots. You want to make sure that your knots are tied correctly, whether you're using a bowline on a bite or using a trace 8, and you want to make sure your safety knot is tied, that way it's not hitting you in the face, you don't want it too high, you want it about a fist's length away. Otherwise, that's all the steps of CBARK, and once you've completed CBARK, you can continue on to the climbing contract. Just make sure everything during CBARK was done properly.